expand your business if you want to expand it right now. You also need to calculate what your monthly operating expenses are. These are things that we already talked about in your business plan, so this is nothing new to you to hear. But you need to calculate your expenses and your cash needs. You need to research and identify potential sources of funding. Bank. One might be a microfinance operation, a microcredit program. Go to the bank and ask what kind of requirements they have. Ask the banker who else lends money for small businesses. Go to your Chamber of Commerce and ask your Chamber of Commerce who loans money to small businesses. Ask your state government who loans money to small businesses. Ask around and identify all of the different sources, potential sources of funding. Find out what kind of businesses they loan to, what kind of requirements they have, what amounts they typically lend, and what their minimum and their maximum is. Some banks won't loan less than the equivalent of $25,000. Some microcredit programs won't lend more than the equivalent of $500. So you need to research all of these things, ask these questions, and find those organizations or those entities that best match what your needs and your capabilities are. Obtain the loan application. Every entity that offers, every legitimate entity that offers credit will have a formal application of some sort that you have to fill out. That is a legitimate lending institution will have a specific application format that you need to fill out. I suggest that you get at least 2 copies of that. Why? Because the first time you start to fill it out, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to start answering a question and then find that you don't have complete information, or you thought you did and you'll need to go back and change the information. So I suggest you get 1 copy that you leave until you have worked through all of the details. You get a second copy that you actually sit down and start filling in. Once you're satisfied with the way you filled it in, transfer all the information to the clean copy. Gather all the supporting documents that you need. When you get the loan application, if there's not a list of supporting documents that are required with it, ask the person that you get the application from, ask the banker, ask the microfinance person, what other documents do I need to provide? What other documents would you like to see? They will probably want to see a business license, registration documents. They will want to see a business plan. They may want to see your accountant's records. They will want to see a variety of documents. You need to get the list of those documents, and you need to get all of those documents together and put them together in one place, so that when you submit the application, you don't just submit the application form, but you submit an entire application package. Business plan. We talked about the importance of a business plan not only to help you manage your business, but also because your potential lender is going to want to be able to evaluate your business idea, your knowledge about the industry, the way you have organized your company, and the way you plan to generate revenue to meet your expenses. Financials. They're going to want to see accounting records and bookkeeping records and so forth. First, if you don't have an accountant, the banker or the microfinance person may be willing to sit down with you and help you write those out but it's really better if you can have an accountant do those for you or with you. Personal accounts and assets. As a small business owner, you will probably have to show your personal bank account statements and proof of any financial assets that you have. The bank industry. Information about your personal financial assets to see how much money you have to put into the business in the event that the business needs additional money. Schedule an appointment ahead of time with them. They know when to expect you. You know when you need to be prepared, and then be on time for that appointment with your application and with all of the documents. If you want to schedule an appointment simply to get information, that's okay too, but I do encourage you to schedule it rather than just dropping in and hoping that the person will be available. Once you have that appointment scheduled, you have a lot of homework to do. That appointment will be a key factor in whether or not you get the loan that you are asking for. The level of preparation that you show, the knowledge that you're able to demonstrate about your business, about the industry that you're in, about your idea, about your marketplace. These are all things that lender or potential lender will evaluate you on. You want to go into this appointment well prepared. You don't want to go in and hesitate and not be able to answer questions. You want to go in having already worked through all of the numbers, having already really worked hard on your business plan, no matter how simple that business plan is. You want to go in having already thought about the questions that potential lender may want to ask you, and about the questions you want to ask the potential lender. I encourage you to really think carefully through how you want to present your business and your business idea to that potential lender. Actually think through in your mind and write down on paper the things that you want to say, the ideas that you want to express. And I would encourage you to actually practice discussing it with someone else. Practice with your accountant, practice with someone from the Chamber of Commerce, practice with a trusted friend or colleague who also is knowledgeable about business. But practice describing your business idea, the financial status of your company, why you need money, how much money you need, so that when you are with that banker or you're with that micro credit lender, you're able to speak knowledgeably, articulately, you're able to answer their questions, give them a sense of confidence in you as a business owner and as a business manager, and so that you're also able to really focus on the things that they say in response to the questions that they ask that banker or that micro lender. And finally, think about what to do if you're turned down, because the chances as a small business person are very high that you will be turned down. Start thinking about what you can do if you are turned down. How much will they charge you? How will they calculate interest? Will they charge you interest every day? will that interest build on itself? How long will they grant you the loan for? Is it 6 months? Is it down a certain amount of money in an account in the bank in order to be able to get that loan? What do you have to offer in the way of collateral? Whatever you have to give in collateral or put down in collateral on a loan is something that you cannot sell, you cannot use, you cannot give away. From how much and when? Did you repay on time? Did you repay in full? Or did you default on your loan? If you fail to pay back your loan, I can just about guarantee you will not be able to get another loan. If you were late in your payments on a loan, whether it's a business loan or a personal loan, either it will be very difficult for you to get a loan, or it will be very expensive with very high collateral and very high interest. So if you're thinking about a loan in the future and you have a small loan of some sort right now, be it a personal loan or a business loan, I urge you to be very diligent about repaying that loan on time or early, but not late. Negotiate. We all tend to assume that if we go to a bank for a loan, that they set the interest rate, they set the terms, that's it, no discussion. In fact, you do have an opportunity to negotiate. They may not agree to the terms you recommend, but you of anyone know in your heart and your soul and your blood how to negotiate. When I learned to bargain, I didn't learn how to bargain or how to negotiate in the United States. I learned in the markets in West Africa. I learned from the women in the marketplace. When I went to buy my last car in the United States, the poor car salesman was just in a terrific sweat before we signed the deal because I had negotiated so hard with him, and he was not used to women negotiating. And finally he said, "I've never had someone negotiate like you did." I said, "That's okay, take it easy. I learned how to negotiate in the markets in West Africa." And truly I did. Use that talent and that knowledge that you have. If the lender says, "Well, yes, we can give you the loan you want, but we have to charge you 18% interest." Say, "Gee, can we talk about 15% interest? Because these are the assets I have. These are the strengths of my business plan. I had a loan in the past with my neighbor, and my neighbor will testify that I repaid on time," whatever. Use the good points that you have about your business, about your integrity as a person, about your assets, and negotiate. Maybe they won't come down on the interest rate, but maybe they will let you put less collateral down. Or if and when you get a loan, regardless of who you get it from, please, please, please repay it on time or early. Don't miss a single payment. Every payment that you miss is a black mark against you if you need to borrow again in the future. And most businesses do need to borrow periodically. It's rare that a business only needs once in their history to borrow money. You may need to borrow later on as your business grows to expand. Explain the situation. Offer to pay as much as you can. Negotiate new terms on your loan. But please don't ever just pretend like it will go away by itself, because it won't. It's good for us to go ahead and wrap up for the day today, and we'll go ahead and continue this tomorrow. Did you want to say a few words?
Tomorrow, there's a big thing for you. I'm sure if you go through the program,